One of my personal mantras is letting your passions drive your visions. And I just met a kindred soul that's created a Filipino brand that isn't face-to-face the global market.
In the fickle world of beauty and cosmetics, the only way to hit it big is by using the best natural ingredients, offering the best benefits, and having the most inventive packaging. Having all these and more, Filipino cosmetic brand Snoe was able to open 20 local branches nationwide and is now poised to go global, all in a matter of 3 years.
I know you're a homemaker, you're a mom, you even graduated fashion design. How did Snoe come about?
Well, I was also handling multiple businesses during that time. And then I realized that I wanted to get into something that I was really passionate about.
Okay.
It just so happened that I found manufacturers who can make custom-made soaps. And then I started selling in the bazaars. After selling it in the bazaar, I decided to create a business plan and I presented to the malls wherein they liked my idea, so I started opening stores. It was one product after another because when we first created the 12 different soaps, people were asking about lotions, scrubs, and it doesn't feel like a job. Like I would bring home the job with me. I would dream about what I would do with the brand Snoe. Creating came naturally. That's why we come out with products every 3 weeks because we always want to be up to date with the latest. Like we have to be at par with the global industry.
What are your plans for Snoe next?
Well, we plan to be a global brand. So this May, we're going to be in Urban Outfitters.
Wow. Okay.
We're going to be available online, and then some products will be available in store. We're really lucky this year because we got our letter January. They found us online.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
okay.
so we didn't find them, they found us. So right now we're fixing our papers for the US FDA so that we can enter the US market.
That's amazing,
Yes.
especially for a Filipino. How do you feel? Are you extremely excited?
Well, excited and proud, of course, because we're only a 3-year-old brand. We're babies in the industry. So it's something that we're really proud of, especially because Urban Outfitters, as you know, is a very hip and it's a very hip and trendy retail outlet. And they find our products, hip and trendy as well.
Now it's the moment I've been waiting for. Time to give these products a test run.
We asked you for 3 things that you can't live without in your product range, right? So what exactly are these?
Well, Hair Heroes Intense UV is a product that you put on your hair. It's a leave-on product and it protects your hair from the sun.
Okay.
The lipstick Rouge Deluxe is made from shea butter and different kinds of oils like argan oil, macadamia nut oil, rosehip, grapeseed. So it's supposed to moisturize your lips and then while putting color on your lips, right? And then there's our fragrances. I can't live without fragrances only because, it also creates a mood. It's uplifting. So that's why this is our bestseller.
A well-developed formula using premium ingredients derived from natural extracts, quirky and fun packaging that is at once eye-catching and intriguing, and a truly affordable price range. With all these, Snoe seems to have found the magic spell for global success.
The great Julia Child once described French cooking as a serious art form. Here in Manila, experiencing this art form could involve a bit of a hunt. En route leads to this fairly inconspicuous French bistro in the bustling Fort Bonifacio district. Here in La Girole, neither posh location nor fancy decor dare compete with the prestige of French cuisine. Discreetly situated and modestly designed, its only mission is to put a spotlight on what French dining should be all about. Artistry expressed through gastronomic delights.
We can blame the French for inventing the restaurant, but here at La Girole, we can only blame one man for reinventing how we Pinoys think of French cuisine. Please welcome Chef Ian Padilla.
Chef Ian Padilla is a New England Culinary Institute graduate who got his trainings in French cuisine and met his fateful encounter with the Girole in no less than Paris' 3-star Michelin-graded Le Restaurant Taïwan.
So the name of the restaurant is La Girole. What made you choose this name?
Girole stands for the chanterelle mushroom.
Right.
And just one day in France, the boxes of girolles came in and I was at the bottom of the ladder of the French hierarchy. And I cleaned them wrong in the eyes of my chef, and he was
So
so upset.
your job for that time was to clean the mushrooms?
Was to clean the mushrooms, yes. And he didn't like how I cleaned it. So my punishment for cleaning it wrong was he banned me from cooking, and he made me clean the toilets for 3 months. And he made sure that I was the only one to clean the girolles. Every day, boxes and boxes of them.
So now you've turned trauma into a restaurant.
And from a restaurant back into trauma again.
I didn't know trauma can be this delicious.
Yeah, basically this is just a simple blue cheese tart. But what we did here was that we added traditional wine fruit pairings like blue cheese, grapes, pear, and we added a little bit of cream as the binder. And we just added like some sauteed pears. We added a rosé jelly and a little bit of cream sauce.
So cheese is pretty typical in a lot of French dishes.
I remember my friends in France, they were explaining to me that in France, there's only 3 things. It's cheese, it's wine, and it's bread.
Do you find that the preparation for French cuisine is a bit more complex than other?
It is more complex. To be honest, in my opinion, it's all about technique, really. How we treat the product and how we give the product its fullest potential.
And speaking of technique, their bestseller pan-seared US short ribs of beef is a prime example, having been sous vide for 48 hours.
Mangez bien. It's very tender.
Thank you. Yes, yes. It's the beauty of sous vide. Once you set to a certain temperature, the meat cooks and it stays at that temperature. So it's almost foolproof. You almost cannot overcook it anymore, and it's always consistent.
So it's worth the 48 hours. It's
worth the 48 hours of cooking.
I would say it is worth the 48 hours as well.
But while the short ribs is a mainstay in La Girole, the other dishes are not. Chef Ian changes the menu every 2 months.
One of the many purposes is because I get bored very easily. By changing our menu, it keeps me sharp, it keeps my cooks sharp as well. That's the beauty of cuisine, it's the beauty of food. It has to change, it has to evolve.
Unfortunately, I'm not here to simply relish on the good stuff.
Chef Ian is going to teach me the art of plating. So can we start with something a little bit easier?
Not a problem, not a problem. So our first dish today, it's going to be a meat of salmon with a little bit of vegetables, pickled beetroot, and pickled red onions. Don't worry, it's a very easy dish. First of all, okay, we'll do the horseradish puree. I'll start from here, one side of the plate. I'll go around like that.
So let me try. Can I try that? Go ahead. All right. I already made a mistake.
Don't worry, we'll get there.
You can't tell the difference, right?
No,
It's
absolutely
pretty
not.
much the same.
Next step, okay, we're gonna treat our salmon. Okay, nice lemon, okay, fresh lemon, microplane. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna get the zest. Zest has a beautiful, fragrance to it, just a little bit.
How important is plating and aesthetics in French cuisine?
Well, not just in any cuisine, but I think all of us, when we look at a plate, we actually eat with our eyes first.
And it has to look so good, right?
Exactly. You try it.
All right. Is that good?
That's good.
Right.
Okay. Just tap the plate so we can get all the zest out. All right. Perfect.
All right.
Okay.
Believe it or not, that was actually the first time I've done that.
No way.
All right, so one of these Chef Ian did and one of them I did. And I have a feeling you can't even tell which one I did. I'm pretty good, no?
Good job deserves great rewards. Time to reap mine.
Santé.
Santé.